Welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, hosted by Craig Dawson, Vice President, Soul Pit Media.
Hello and welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report. Today we have a very special guest, someone that I admire, I feel, the smartest young businessmen in the city. Today we have Justin Strong, owner of Strong 2 Dry Cleaners. Justin, welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
Hey, Craig. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me on. I'm excited to answer some questions and be interviewed and spread the love and knowledge.
Okay. Well, Justin, first of all, your business, your family's business started in 1930. That is something that I know your family is very proud of. And Justin, growing up, did you always dream to take over your family business?
No, because it was more punishment growing up. You know, you got sent to the cleaners on the weekends when we're getting on my mom's nerves. And then as you got a little bit older, maybe preteens, early teens, you actually start working there, actually making some money. And by the time I got to college and I was trying to figure things out, I knew I wanted to own it, but not necessarily work directly hands-on. It was going to be part of this vertical integration system concept I had on nightlife, and I thought dry cleaners was part of that supply chain that was needed. So, but now I'm here, you know, every day, you know, actually hands-on, but it's exciting actually.
Well, Justin, as I talked a little bit about earlier, your grandfather originally founded your family's business in 1930 in Shelby, North Carolina, and he moved to Homestead in 1942. What was it like growing up, man, to carry that legacy?
Honestly, in the last year or so, that part kind of sunk in, you know, for a variety of reasons. And I think momentum-wise, I've been kind of leaning on the meaning of that to kind of motivate me forward, because that just doesn't happen nowadays. We have centralized our distribution of so many products and services to a handful of, you know, multinational corporations. Like, to actually have a service that is knocking on the door of 100 years in the same family, in the same ownership. Yeah, that's something we can, you know, hang our hat on.
Well, speaking of that, I happen to know your father real well. And as there's an old saying that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Uh, and I understand that you actually took over the business from your dad in 2014. So, you know, what was that transition like?
Well, that was coming off the heels of, well, you know, we wrapped up Shadow Lounge in Avon East Liberty in that summer of 2013, and I did an emotional move, and I transported Ava to North Oakland, and it wasn't a real thought out plan, so that didn't last more than a year. So the next thing I know, I'm, you know, someone that's known for the nightlife and entertainment space didn't have a space anymore. So I kind of, and a little bit leading up to that, I was helping out, just kind of keep the back end organized for my dad. So, you know, came in and proposed a new arrangement to kind of help, you know, push the company into a better position. And what that arrangement was, you know, new legal structure and a new company to kind of manage things. And I was the majority owner at that point. My dad was still involved, and slowly he wind down his involvement. And then obviously then COVID happened, and then that kind of solidified a lot of things moving forward. It actually helped out the cleaners, because I was actually going to use COVID as an excuse to close. Quiet as kept, because it wasn't doing that great leading into COVID. And I said, let me see how easy it was to get some of these funds that they were talking about. And, you know, I always say, fortunately, unfortunately, COVID was good to us. You know, obviously the lives lost and the number of people that got sick is, you can't put a price on that. And very unfortunate. On the other side of that, what came out of it was we got on stable footing, and we're able to pivot and put us in a position to excel to the point where we're at now, looking at even further expansions.
Interesting you would say that, because actually I lost my sister due to COVID. That was one of the reasons why I actually put together this podcast to honor her. But Soul Pit itself, we basically saw an uptick in business, because people basically saw a need for information, and we were glad to fill that void. So I do understand how, in an environment where environmentally, to fight this disease, your environment and your clothing, as well as uniforms, etc., need to be clean. Okay, there was
Yeah.
an added emphasis on sanitary means, or whatever you could do via the mask, uniforms, etc. So I can see that, even though it was a bad time, fortunately, you were well positioned to expand your business during some very difficult times.
Yeah, and condolences. Sorry to hear about your sister. Yeah, that's why I say it was like this weird duality where it's like, yo, it's jacked up out here. But then it was at the same time, you're like, oh my goodness, we're doing better. It's like, how do you feel about that? And yeah, we were able to pivot, and we went ahead and invested in one piece of equipment in particular, this washer that was heated through steam. So the heating element was through our already existing boiler steam system, and that just kind of added that extra layer of sanitizing, and we were able to leverage that for just some commercial contracts, but also a lot of wash and fold. It was weird. We went from pre-pandemic, maybe less than 10% of the business was wash and fold, and I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, the top of my head, it might have been 60%.
Wow, that's quite
wash and fold. Yeah. So able to, within any business, you got to pivot. For us, dry cleaning as an industry overall was on its way down. It's, without COVID, just most of the operators were my dad age, so they were either retiring or dying off. It was very mom and pop store. Anybody that grew up in the business, if you're smart, you wouldn't get into it. I'm just a little crazy, so I got into it. So there wasn't that succession plan for a lot of folks, and so you saw, local neighborhood dry cleaners one after one close up shop. And for us, my thought process was it was going to be, markets kind of like just collapsing, and then people looking for the next cleaners, because with the dry cleaners, it's very personal. It's kind of like a auto mechanic or your barber or hairstylist. People only really have like one and maybe a backup. It's not one of those services where you just willy-nilly use. So we take a lot of pride in that and understanding that you're dealing with someone's personal item, and, we don't know what that meaning is for them. So we kind of always had that approach, and that kind of showed in our Google reviews and Yelp reviews. So as this market consolidation was happening with neighborhood cleaners closing, people nowadays, when they look for, where do I find a dry cleaners, they go to Google, they go to Yelp. We're probably the highest rated, if not one of the top highest rated. And so then it was like this just constant trickle of new customers. And then COVID sped that up. And, like you said, took advantage of our positioning and just have been consistently improving the spot, getting rid of clutter, getting rid of old machines, investing in better machines. We actually just finished installment on a hot head press, which saves times and produces a better quality product for a lot of items we work with. We got to use it today, so everybody in the back of the house is excited. So, yeah, it's real interesting seeing where we were, and just 5 years ago to where we're at now.
Well, I have to give you an unsolicited compliment, because you are my cleaners of choice and you keep me looking sharp. So Anyone out there?
No bias. I didn't pay him for that. I didn't pay him to say that.
Like I said, this is unsolicited because anyone who's looking for quality dry cleaners that will pick up and deliver, please, Justin, give out your information, how someone can contact you for your service.
Yeah, that was one of the other things we focus on top of the wash and fold during the pandemic was the pick up delivery, because obviously people were limited or hesitant going into stores and vice versa as far as store owners. And there was an explosion in deliveries and curbside pickup and all that. So we changed our POS system to a cloud-based system that had an app, a pick-up delivery app already built into it, which just kind of changed the game for us. So now there's an app people can download both for Apple and in the Google Play Store. They can go to our site, which is comegetmydrycleaning.com. So that's easy to remember. We also have comegetmylaundry.com. Both go to the same site, and then there's a tab to order online, and the instructions on how to download the app. And people download the app, and they put the request in, and we go pick it up. We bring it back here, clean it, drop it off, the payments on the app, and it's pretty seamless, and it's opening up some great opportunities for us.
We'll be right back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
It doesn't matter the time nor the place, the conditions or transitions. Doesn't matter who you are or who you're with. Before, now, and always. Through all phases of life, Duquesne Light Company is here for you.
It's a fact. Black Americans are disproportionately impacted by health disparities in our communities. From building better relationships between doctors and patients to breaking down barriers that affect one's health, UPMC is dedicated to healthcare equality for all. With better access to care, preventive screenings, and mental health treatment, we are working to promote the health and well-being of everyone in the communities we serve. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
Port Authority has a new name, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT for short. It's all about doing an even better job of getting people where they want to go every day. It's also about getting people where they want to go in their careers. PRT is looking for some new faces. We're hiring for every position. We offer great pay and benefits and a direct route to a great future. Go to rideprt.org/careers. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Do you have a big heart and a spare room? Make a difference in someone's life by becoming a Dom Care provider in Pennsylvania. Open your home and heart for someone who needs a little extra help with daily living. You'll provide personalized support in the comfort of your own home and be compensated for your service. Open your door. Visit aging.pa.gov/domcare or call 717-783-1550.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Yeah, who's this? Don Stogie, it's me, Nick the Nub. Hey, my boy, what you got for me? Boss, I got the bundle on some bad news about your best customer, Sammy Sticks. What, sleeping with the fishes? Nah, he's still with Wanda, but he's been herfing with the Cigar Fathers. The Godfathers? No, boss. Cigar Fathers, you know. Friendly, knowledgeable staff, live outdoor patio jams, and a wide selection of cigars and cigar accessories. Oh, how do you know so much about this place? Well, boss, because I've been coming back all week. What? Hey, I'm sorry, Don Stogie, but with everything Cigar Fathers is offering, I couldn't refuse.
It's a fact. Black Americans are disproportionately impacted by health disparities in our communities. From building better relationships between doctors and patients to breaking down barriers that affect one's health, UPMC is dedicated to healthcare equality for all. With better access to care, preventive screenings, and mental health treatment, we are working to promote the health and well-being of everyone in the communities we serve. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
The future of transit is now, and we are working to improve your ride. Look for bus tracking technologies and other innovations to keep you better informed. Getting around town has never been so easy. PortAuthority.org.
Do you have a big heart and a spare room? Make a difference in someone's life by becoming a Dom Care provider in Pennsylvania. Open your home and heart for someone who needs a little extra help with daily living. You'll provide personalized support in the comfort of your own home and be compensated for your service. Open your door. Visit aging.pa.gov/domcare or call 717-783-1550.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you like entertainment that provides diverse programming? Well, there's a new radio station that provides exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh's diverse sports and entertainment network provides a mixed radio format and is the place for soulful music, sports talk, and lifestyle programming. Check us out at pghdsen.com. You'll be able to find our radio schedule with all of our exciting entertainment programs. Listen now by going to pghdsen.com.
Did you know that STD rates have increased in Allegheny County?
No, I did not.
Yeah, especially for people under 30.
Maybe I should go get tested.
In Allegheny County, symptomatic syphilis cases increased by 97% and gonorrhea cases by 18% in the past year. And having multiple STDs increases your chances of getting HIV.
Oh, wow. Do you know where I can go get tested?
The Public Health Clinic offers free walk-in STD and HIV screening located at 1908 Wiley Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15219.
It looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, getting tested, and I'll make sure to spread the word.
For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit AlleghenyCounty.us/HIV.
We're back with the Soul Pit Media, Health, and Business Report. And also for those who are readers of the Soul Pit Quarterly Magazine, look for Justin's ad in the magazine. He's been a regular client and someone who I've learned a great deal from, and someone that in our community, we have to learn how to, if you want a quality dry cleaners, if you want a quality barbershop, if you want a quality hairdresser, you have to support them. Okay, they have bills too, and you know, the service has been top notch. And I have nothing but good things to say about your service, man. You even made me a hero with my wife, man, because
that's what we aim to please. When I train folks on the front, the first thing I lead off with is, you know, what we do is not dry clean. What we do is we provide confidence, and by way of dry cleaning and laundry, and understanding how the end user, the ultimate user of your service, like how they're actually using it, where they're using it, what they're using it for, how you can think something so simple as one item that, oh, we forgot to do it, or, you know, we'll get it tomorrow, how that can domino effect into ruining someone's evening, where someone could be in a rush to jump on a plane to fly across the country to go to their grandma's funeral or interview, and they're coming in last minute and the order's not ready or it's not looking top notch, and they get to the hotel room, they're running late. We all have been there. And you just grab the item, you go to get dressed, and the spot you pointed out wasn't taken care of, or the crease is off, and, you know, from the outside in, it's not the end of the world, but now your confidence is shook, and how that plays out in the rest of your evening could be disastrous. And it all just stemmed from, you know, dry cleaning. And so I tell my people, like, don't just look at that as a dress or a shirt or a suit. You don't know what that is. And you have to treat it as such. So we just kind of keep that standard, it's 3 generations, 1 standard. And that's how we kind of move forward with.
Absolutely. By me being in sales as a job, I was told by one of my mentors years ago that you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been there, with the long flight that was extra. You get to the hotel and you open your bag up and either something's wrinkled or it's not there, or believe me, man, I have definitely been there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's funny how the universe works, because I always tell folks, we got 200 items up for today, and there's one thing that, it got into Thursday's pile, whatever, didn't get in. And as we're like 5 minutes to close, I say, what's going to happen? Out of all the stuff that's ready to go, the person that's going to come in that last minute before you close is that person that needs that piece. Without fail, that will always happen. So just, be ready so you don't have to get ready type of thing. And then the clothes will just sit there and people forget about it for 3 months. That's a whole nother thing.
Well, you know what, Justin? I wanted to tell you, man, that I was really looking forward to this interview, and I'll tell you there was another component that I want our younger listeners to understand.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 2-parter. Now, for those of you who may have been under a rock for the last 20 years, Justin was actually, and don't know this, but Justin actually ran one of the most successful clubs in the city for years. Okay, had national entertainment there, and transitioned from, we won't talk about when they came in and bought up all of East Liberty. That's a whole nother show. Okay. That I can't even go get no chicken no more, man. But that's a whole different grievance. But for those that don't know, you ran one of the most successful venues in the city, and you took that knowledge and you didn't let, how can I say, one transition, it didn't work for you, but you transitioned into a whole nother successful business that was always there, but you made it better. And that leads me to my last question. We at Soul Pit Media want to encourage our young people that, man, it's not taking a fall, it's how you get up from a fall. It's not, how things work the first time, but it's staying in there. So you might have to succeed on a second or third venture.
Third, fourth,
fifth, sixth. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to go there because that's my case. But Justin, what advice can you give our younger listeners who may want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, failing is part of it. And I think a lot of people are real risk adverse. And if you don't like risk, then having your own business is not for you, which is great because we need employees. So
right.
If you just want that check every other week, no matter what's happening in the business, then go the other route. If you don't mind working 70 hours a week and losing money, oh my goodness. Like, I could have just not did anything and made more money. I mean, I had that, multiple times where you're like, man, I worked this hard and have less. Yeah, it's fine. I think it's repeated a lot on, different pages on social media. But yeah, you find something you're passionate about, and then it's not work. I have friends that work corporate jobs, and I don't see how they get past 11 a.m. But I'll do 12, 14 hours on a regular. And, if I wasn't getting sleepy, I would need more time. And I would do that. Because it's like solving a puzzle. And when it clicks and you figure out that puzzle, it's exciting. And you want to get to the next challenge. And just never settle and be comfortable. I think a lot of people are like, okay, I'm cool here. and this is what we do, and they should always look to improve, whether that's, improving on the quality product or service you're putting out, or reaching more people by increasing, your marketing, or, just giving your employees raises just to show appreciation to them. There should always be some type of movement going on. And for the young folks, especially if you don't have responsibilities, that's the time to try something. When you're teenage years and early 20s, before you get a mountain of debt and possible family obligations, that is the time to try something small, whether it's selling some type of knickknack as a vendor at different events, or starting a small food truck or some type of service or product you could sell online. Use those early years to mess around, and at the same time have a steady job while you're doing that. There's nothing wrong with having, and that's why something I should have had. When I had a shadow lounge, I quit both my jobs. I quit the cleaners and a nonprofit that was for teaching youth entrepreneurship. And I was like, no, remove the safety nets. Man, I needed them safety nets. But, you get ego involved, and you're like, I'm going to do this. And then you're trying to scrape money together to buy lunch. So, be smart about it. There's risk, but hedge your bets. And if you could find a job in the industry, which you're thinking about starting your business, or similar industry that you may have your business in currently, because it's always nice to mess with someone else's money and learn with their money versus you learning from losing money, is something I would have definitely changed if I went back a couple 20, I don't know how long I've been doing this, 20, 25 years, I think. Who knows?
Well, I'll tell you this though, Justin. Honestly, you pointed out some very good points, because let me say this: if there's any consolation, Soul Pit Media didn't take off like a meteor when we first started. It was a lot of long hours, in the fact of having a great owner, Donna Baxter Porcher. Got to give her a shout out. If it would not have been for her parents, God rest their soul to the both of them, we might have been a one or two and done too. But Donna had that drive, and so did I. And I worked actually 2 other jobs while I started with Soul Pit, just because I felt like the internet was the wave of the future. Because anybody that you can do business with and they could pay you right away, and through PayPal or something like that, I had to investigate that a little bit further. So, it's great advice for the younger audience, because, you're not going to jump into any business, okay, and it's going to boom overnight.
No.
Very seldom is that going to happen. But if you have the drive, like Justin was saying, and the perseverance, and just a dream, because, see, people don't plan to fail. They just fail to have a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
And, I get that, and that's what I admire about you, man. I just want you to know that Soul Pit is always here for you, man. And we wish you success in what you're doing now. With me having a sales background, as I stated, could you repeat one more time how someone can get your services?
Yes, great. So we have a couple different ways. You can go into our storefronts, which will be nice to know where we're located. So the main plant and storefronts in Homewood, 7620 Frankstown Avenue, right across from Baxter Field, next to Dorsey's. We also have a location inside the Grant building, downtown Pittsburgh, right at the corner of Grant and 3rd. And then we have an express drop site in collaboration with Old Flame Mending out in Avalon, PA, so up 65. They're a seamstress shop and mending shop, and you can also drop off your dry cleaning there. Then we have the app for pickup and deliveries. Again, you can go to comegetmydrycleaning.com or comegetmylaundry.com to schedule pickup or delivery. And we'll have another service coming out soon. We will be expanding a new locker system in Salem's in the Hill District. We'll be putting in a total of 16 lockers at the front of their stores. Hopefully, first 2 weeks of June, we'll be up and operating. I have the lockers here already. We're cleaning them up and getting the design for the graphics done. But basically, this will be, you go up, put your clothes in the locker, you order in the locker, you set a 4-digit PIN. You use your app to notify that there's a pickup in locker number 7. We go pick it up, we clean it, we put it back in another locker with a new code, and we let you know where that locker is and what that code is. The payment's done on the app, and then your pickup is, your clothes are ready for pickup. So that's, again, you got to constantly expand and change with the times. And, Amazon has the lockers, Lowe's has the lockers. I don't see why Strong Cleaner shouldn't have the lockers also.
Well, that's what I mean about the planning part. See, people don't realize, as I said earlier, people don't plan to fail. They just fail to have a plan. And you have to stay abreast of the trends in the market. And that's why I was so much looking forward to our listeners just having you share some of your views and your inspiration and knowledge. So I just want to thank you, man, because I know personally how busy you are. And I want to thank you so much, man, for sharing that latest information with us. And I encourage all of our listeners to support the people who are supporting our neighborhoods too. And here's a perfect example of someone that as a community we should be supporting. Justin, once again, man, thank you for your time. And as I stated, Soul Pitt is always here for you, and look forward to talking to you in the future.
I appreciate it, Craig. And once again, nothing but love and appreciation to Soul Pitt and entire staff and extended family and staff. So thank you.
We'll be right back with the Soul Pitt Media Health and Business Report.
It doesn't matter the time nor the place, the conditions or transitions. Doesn't matter who you are or who you're with. Before, now, and always. Through all phases of life, Duquesne Light Company is here for you.
It's a fact. Black Americans are disproportionately impacted by health disparities in our communities. From building better relationships between doctors and patients to breaking down barriers that affect one's health, UPMC is dedicated to healthcare equality for all. With better access to care, preventive screenings, and mental health treatment, we are working to promote the health and well-being of everyone in the communities we serve. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
Port Authority has a new name, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT for short. It's all about doing an even better job of getting people where they want to go every day. It's also about getting people where they want to go in their careers. PRT is looking for some new faces. We're hiring for every position. We offer great pay and benefits and a direct route to a great future. Go to rideprt.org/careers. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Do you have a big heart and a spare room? Make a difference in someone's life by becoming a dom care provider in Pennsylvania. Open your home and heart for someone who needs a little extra help with daily living. You'll provide personalized support in the comfort of your own home and be compensated for your service. Open your door. Visit aging.pa.gov/domcare or call 717-783-1550.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pitt Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pitt television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. 7685 and let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Yeah, who's this? Don Stogie, it's me, Nick the Nub. Nicky, my boy, what you got for me? Boss, I got the bundle on some bad news about your best customer, Sammy Sticks. What, sleeping with the fishes? Nah, he's still with Wanda, but he's been herfing with the Cigar Fathers. The Godfathers? No, boss. Cigar Fathers, you know. Friendly, knowledgeable staff, live outdoor patio jams, and a wide selection of cigars and cigar accessories. Oh, how do you know so much about this place? Well, boss, because I've been coming back all week. What? Hey, I'm sorry, Don Stogie, but with everything Cigar Fathers is offering, I couldn't refuse.
It's a fact. Black Americans are disproportionately impacted by health disparities in our communities. From building better relationships between doctors and patients to breaking down barriers that affect one's health, UPMC is dedicated to healthcare equality for all. With better access to care, preventive screenings, and mental health treatment, we are working to promote the health and well-being of everyone in the communities we serve. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
The future of transit is now, and we are working to improve your ride. Look for bus tracking technologies and other innovations to keep you better informed. Getting around town has never been so easy. PortAuthority.org.
Do you have a big heart and a spare room? Make a difference in someone's life by becoming a dom care provider in Pennsylvania. Open your home and heart for someone who needs a little extra help with daily living. You'll provide personalized support in the comfort of your own home and be compensated for your service. Open your door. Visit aging.pa.gov/domcare or call 717-783-1550.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you like entertainment that provides diverse programming? Well, there's a new radio station that provides exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh's diverse sports and entertainment network provides a mixed radio format and is the place for soulful music, sports talk, and lifestyle programming. Check us out at pghdsен.com. You'll be able to find our radio schedule with all of our exciting entertainment programs. Listen now by going to pghdsen.com.
Did you know that STD rates have increased in Allegheny County?
No, I did not.
Yeah, especially for people under 30.
Maybe I should go get tested.
In Allegheny County, symptomatic syphilis cases increased by 97% and gonorrhea cases by 18% in the past year. And having multiple STDs increases your chances of getting HIV.
Oh, wow. Do you know where I can go get tested?
The Public Health Clinic offers free walk-in STD and HIV screening located at 1908 Wiley Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15219.
It looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, getting tested, and I'll make sure to spread the word.
For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit AlleghenyCounty.us/HIV.
We're back with the Soul Pit Media, Health, and Business Report.
Hi, this is Debbie Norrell, and welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report Community Calendar. Registration is open for the Black Birth Expo. This is a free event filled with resources, informational sessions, vendors, special guests, and more. Update to VIP for just $25. Mark your calendar right now for June 1st at ACH Clear Pathways, Kaufman Center, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more information on how to register, go to https:/bit.ly/registration BBE24. It's not too early to make your plans for the Cincinnati Music Festival, July 25th, 26th, and 27th. This year's lineup includes KRS-One, Neo, Fantasia, New Edition, and more. It all takes place at Paycor Stadium. Go to soulpit.com for more information. Did you know most sexually transmitted diseases have no symptoms? Did you know untreated sexually transmitted infections can cause fertility issues in all genders? Did you know having multiple STIs increases your chances of getting HIV? The only way to know your status is to get tested. The Public Health Clinic offers free and confidential walk-ins, HIV and STI screening. For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit www.alleghenycounty.us/PH Pittsburgh Regional Transit's new ready-to-ride mobile ticketing app offers a convenient way to purchase transit passes and access other important information so that you will be ready to ride. Scan the QR code or call 412-442-2000 for more information. Caring Connections for Youth is a community-led initiative that provides access to support and services to any youth up to age 18 living in Allegheny County as a diversion to the juvenile justice and child welfare systems. Respond the Caring Connections way to disorderly conduct, fighting, truancy, minor drug possession, and parent-child conflict. Dial 211 and press 3 for the Caring Connections Youth Hotline. Don't forget to visit thesoulpit.com for the latest in theater, musical entertainment, job opportunities, and health information. That's thesoulpit.com. Thank you for listening to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, brought to you by Pittsburgh Regional Transit. Looking for a great job with benefits? Check out their website, rideprt.org/careers. Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, hosted by Craig Dawson, Vice President, Soul Pit Media. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for your continued support.